All right, we're now going to go through example 2 here, which is saying find the capacity of cuts A to E as shown. So let's begin by figuring out the capacity of cut A. So to do that, we simply add together the weight of each of the edges it cuts through. So 10 and 15. So we'll write it down. 10 plus 15 is equal to 25. Then we'll go to cut B. All right, write this out. For cut B, we're coming all the way through here. So we're cutting through 10. We're cutting through 1, we're cutting through 10, and we're cutting through 15. So let's write that down. 10 plus 1 plus 10 plus 15. And that's going to be equal to 36. Then we'll consider cut C. Let's rub this all out. For cut C, I'm going through 15, 10, and 9. So let's write that out. So we'll go 9, 10, 15. So 9 plus 10 plus 15, and when we add all of those up, it's going to give us 34. All right, let's do another one. Let's go to cut. Now, I'm actually going to leave F for a moment. Let's come to cut D, which makes sense because it is in the next alphabetically. All right, we'll cut here and there. That's cut D right there. So I'm cutting through 15. I'm cutting through 7. And I'm cutting. Oh, now we have to be careful here. I was about to count 7, but should we count 7? We shouldn't, should we? Because do you see here that nothing is flowing through 7? Because once I have cut it here for cut D, now nothing is flowing through there. So it's simply going to be 15 and 5. That's it. So 15 plus 5 is going to be for cut D, and that is going to be 20. So this is where you've got to make sure that you don't include 7. So I'm actually going to write that in. I'm going to write in not plus 7 because that's important. Not plus 7. Because you've got to think, oh, I've cut it here, so there's now nothing flowing through there. So that's where errors can slip in. All right. And then for cut E here, A, B, C, D, E, we're going to come here, which is going to be 5 plus 10. That's going to be 15. So we're going to go 5 plus 10. That's going to be equal to 15. All right. If we now were to figure out what our minimum cut is going to be, hopefully you could see that it's going to be E, but the question actually doesn't ask me to find that, so we're fine. All right, the next thing this thing gets us to do is explain why cut F is not a valid cut. So let's look at cut F here. So cut F is, cut F is here to there. All right, why isn't that a valid cut? Well, it does not fully separate the source from the sink. So let's write that down. Does not fully now I'm going to misspell this. Let me just look here for a second. Separate the source from sink. Does not fully separate the source from the sink. Because as you can see here, I can still go this way. So it has not separated the source from the sink because there are still ways to get from the source to the sink. It's only cut off this part right here, so it's not a valid cut. It does not fully separate the source from the sink. Alrighty, hopefully that has made sense.